Hey everyone, welcome to Sideshow's First Look. Today we'll be looking at the Echo 6th scale figure by Hot Toys from Star Wars The Bad Batch. The box is a standard shoebox design with a dark gray angled border framing an image of the fully armored Echo 6th scale figure on a black background. Below the chromed Star Wars logo, we get our first ever look at the Bad Batch themed cigar band, attractively decorated in tones of coral and deep vermilion. The band bears two more photos of the figure that showcase different accessories as well as the helmetless portrait. Opening the box up reveals an insert with a 3/4 shot of Echo holding his helmet and standing next to the figure of Hunter, leader of the Bad Batch. Pulling that insert away gives us our first look at Echo, wearing his helmet and resting there in the center of the plastic clamshell. He's surrounded by an impressive complement of accessories including a quartet of interchangeable right arms, his pistol, a trio of swap-out hands, an unhelmeted portrait, his backpack, and a handful of antennae and arm extensions. Just below Echo's legs, we can barely make out a standard 6th scale base with some attractive Bad Batch deco. Once we get the figure and accessories out of the box, we begin to see just how substantially equipped Echo actually is. There he is, dead center, standing on top of that base with the decorative Bad Batch logo at his feet. That Sculpt jack arm that comes attached to the figure can be swapped out for any of these 4 other arms, including the grasper arm with optional extension, the jackhammer arm, the utility arm also with an optional extension, or the manipulator arm. Over here on the right we see Echo's backpack, which comes with 2 antennae which must be installed, a DC-17 blaster pistol, the unhelmeted portrait, and 3 extra hands. Right, now let's take a closer look at the figure starting at the top. The helmet has almost no resemblance to Echo's former ARC Trooper lid. It's a unique design with a gorgeous gunmetal gray finish, crowned front and center with the Clone Force 99 logo. When removed and replaced with the unhelmeted portrait, the back portion of the helmet can be removed for accuracy, given that that portion is actually integrated with the character's cybernetic brain and would remain attached to his head when he removes his helmet. That gunmetal gray color continues down the figure all the way to the feet, intercut with flashes of red as well as the Bad Batch skull on the cuirass. The armor shape is mostly evocative of mainline Clone Trooper armor, with some minor modifications here and there, and it covers a black fabric undersuit. The weathering on the armor is beautifully subtle, with very fine scratches and scrapes throughout. Echo's comma appears to be the only reminiscence he allows himself to his past life as an ARC Trooper. It's a beautiful black bit of soft goods with contrasting red piping at the border. The backpack is magnetic and attaches where the name implies. The various arms can be attached at the right elbow via a simple cylindrical key. Onto the articulation, either portrait will rest atop a double-jointed neck, which allows you to thrust the head forward and pull it back, which in turn will give you the maximum range of motion when looking up or down. Both heads will also tilt comfortably from side to side and have an unlimited range of rotational motion. The shoulders will shrug, dip, press, and row, and will allow for more than 90 degrees of lateral lift. The fabric undersuit allows for almost a full 180 degrees of anterior lift, and almost as much posterior lift. The torso will crunch and extend a respectable amount, as well as tilt in either direction. Furthermore, the figure has a remarkable range of torso twist. The joints at the hip are ratcheted, and the legs will provide nearly 90 degrees of lateral lift, as well as 90 degrees of kick, and a bit of lift to the back. The double-jointed knee will bend almost all the way up. Furthermore, a break at the thigh will allow you to twist the legs right there. And finally, the ball joint at the ankle will allow the foot to extend, contract, pronate, and supinate. And finally, a close-up look at the accessories. The backpack comes in 3 pieces, with these 2 antennae requiring attachment prior to affixing it to Echo's back via the magnets within. The DC-17 is nicely weathered, with very sharp lines. The portrait is gorgeous, with a sculpt that does a fine job of imagining a very gaunt Tamara Morrison. The Lobot-like cybernetic attachment at the back of the head is echoed at the back of the helmet, and that feature is removable so that Echo can be posed holding the helmet in a way that eliminates redundancy. Each of the cybernetic arms is remarkably unique. Both the grasper arm here and the utility arm here feature extensions to mimic specialized features of each limb, while the jackhammer arm's extension is incorporated into the arm itself. And here's a look at the additional hands that come with the figure, including a trigger hand for the utility arm, as well as a trigger hand for the left arm and a pointing finger. This has been Sideshow's first look at the Echo 6-scale figure by Hot Toys from Star Wars The Bad Batch. Be sure to tune in to Unsealed and Revealed, Strike a Pose, and How to Be a Poser for even more 6-scale shenanigans. If you'd like more information about this figure, follow the link below. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Did you enjoy that video? Be sure to subscribe by hitting the S icon on your screen and click the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is posted. If you'd like more info on the items featured in this video, click the link provided under product info. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.